Hi everyone, it's Athena. Welcome back. It's August 5th, 2021. Okay. I have another so-called request. I'd like for you to comment, if you will. What happened to Adam and Eve when Eve bit the apple off the tree of knowledge? Send me your comments, and the answer lies tomorrow. Okay. This is a general reading. I'm going to do a general today because my daughter is going back to college, so I have to help her. Okay, so 8 of Wands. Our energy is lifting. The sun is setting and or rising, depending on your situation, right? But your energy is still rising. Most importantly, where is it taking you? Ah, very nice. It's taking you to a place where one doesn't hold back. It's asking you, the 8 of Wands is asking you to find the freedom even when you don't see the freedom in front of you right away. Pennies from heaven. Don't feel like you're stuck. Of course, these are obviously, you can see this guy is more like an acrobat today. Doesn't he look like an acrobat? I mean, he always does, right? But today, I see him as being flexible. So use your energy to be more flexible. These ropes are holding him by a thread, and that thread is the way one perceives one's life. You can either perceive your life as free and ready to receive, right? With the sun in the middle and the sun over here. You see that? The sun is still illuminated for one to see and utilize their energy through the feeling of freedom. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you know it, right? You know it. We've got the cat here. This Gemini, Libra, Aquarius knows what she needs to do in order to, let's do it this way so you can see how the cards came out. She knows that her forward movement is not contained in any way. It's total freedom. But do you see it like that, right? She doesn't see it any other way because her energy is lifting. There's lifting movement here, right? A lifting, it's like the peaks and valleys of life, right? Where we know that if we take ourselves into a more clearer picture of where we're being guided to go, right? your perception will elevate and you won't feel so drained, lost. Your energy is lifting. Couldn't speak. Don't want to speak about it. I just want to feel it. That's important. Feel your way. Just let's wait for this. Feel your way through the energy of freedom. What would it feel like for this Queen of Swords, just saying, to get out of a mindset that one has always thought? Maybe you're structured a certain way. Maybe you only think narrow-minded. You have a specific mindset, right? We've talked about that in the past. If you continue to keep your mindset on that perspective only, you can't free yourself to see other ways out, so to speak. Yeah? Your mind is powerful, but your heart leads the way, right? So taking these 8 of Wands, taking the 8 to the 7 is holding your own. We had this yesterday. You got to hold your own, right? Who's going to save you? You're going to save yourself. Masculine, feminine. You're going to save yourself. You're going to draw up some boundaries. You're going to stop being so in your mind and let it flow and let it go. Flow, flow, and go. And you know it. You know it. You know that's going to save you. We can't wait for others to save us. We have to save ourselves. This Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, knows exactly what she needs to do in order to be free. The doves, peace, the Holy Spirit, showing you the way. But as you can see, right? Look at these 2 cards have the sun illuminated, freedom, but the Queen of Swords is in a cloudy backdrop. Why? Because that's what her shadow is. Each, which I've talked about, each element has its shadow side. For a Queen of Swords, if you get wrapped up, tied up in your mindset and only in a narrow-minded way of thinking or negative thinking, whatever, right? You don't become free. You don't become free because you change your perspective, hence this card. You end up becoming very narrow-minded and drained and not letting anyone in, not setting boundaries, because these 2 cards are complete opposite. This is freedom, this is not. This is what you may, or the Queen of Swords is saying, well, my masculine side is, I've always been harsh. I've always been tough and rough and strong and clever because that's how I roll. I'm intellectual. But Spirit's saying, let that go and change your mindset. Look at how free you could be if you just took these ropes that you think are binding you and chaining you up. Just change your mindset to be free, not to hold you back. And maybe others are trying to hold you back, all right? Maybe love is what you need. Maybe freedom to see yourself, which I think is more applicable in this reading, is the masculine and feminine need to come together and say, feel your way through. Don't think your way through. And that's what's causing you to be on the defense or shutting yourself out from the world. Why? Because the freedom comes from the heart, the center, the heart. So when you look in the mirror and you see yourself very clearly, the moon, what's coming up? The Lion's Gate. Your strength of character for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right here, masculine or feminine, is going to be follow your heart, which changes the whole dynamic of an air sign, right? You know it. Let's take this one. Oh, the Lion's Gate. Hello. For sure. You're going to have to find your strength of character to get into your heart center. Stop being so defensive and not letting others in and not wanting to change what you think you don't need to change. Your mindset. Be free and elevate your energy. Rise up here. Rise up. Both masculine and feminine. Look in the mirror. What do you see? The open portal is now. It's coming. August 8th. This portal is illuminating your way forward to be free. I'm going to take one card from the vice versa deck just to give us an outcome. Let's do 3 cards, shall we? Okay. One card over here with the 8 of Wands and the Hangman. The Hermit. Look at who's lighting your way forward. We have the sun, we have the moon, and we have the eagle and or the hawk of higher knowledge, and also the doggies, which now, from what you know to what you're loyal to self, awareness becomes your light, your way forward. The 2 of Cups and the Strength card, the resulting influence, I heard, is get out of your head. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Get out of your head. Are you kidding me? Your sword of truth is to follow your heart. Your strength is to go into your heart and to illuminate your heart center instead of what you've always been known to go for, and that's logic. Things that are not logical, right, will get you out of this cloudy backdrop. And the Queen of Swords and the 7 of Wands. I'm thinking others may be influencing you. I'm hesitant because I feel that if others are coming at you, some are coming at you with, right, with the sword. It could be you going, like you saying, right, look, your masculine side could be like, don't come at me if you don't want to hear what I have to say. Don't come at me if you don't want to hear what I have to say and perhaps what I don't want to say. It's reversed. I may not want to tell you the influences of the heart center going forward. Okay, let's just see what else here. One card for the Queen of Swords. Okay, we want 2. They wanted to give us 2, and we'll take them. Look who showed up. You did. So guess what? The masculine side, right? Look, the masculine side of I'm on the defensive thinking logically is let's work together. The masculine and feminine, let's work together to make this level up. We need to get out of a defensive mode, a mindset of I'm not changing my mind. I'm not going there. I don't want to do that. I can't do that. Too bad, so sad. I'm not letting you in. Right? That's the masculine. Masculine and feminine, we also have a couple. It could be masculine and feminine, but because we have the 2 of Cups, we have a couple. A couple who needs to really step up to the plate with one another. Stop thinking so much. Don't talk about it. Feel your way through to leveling up and getting the knowledge that you need to help each other grow. That's what 2 people come together to do. It doesn't matter if this is a couple or if this is just talking about leveling up of self, oneself. Okay? Leveling up of oneself. All right. And then the 3 of Pentacles. The leveling up is to come together. The Trinity. Right? One holds the book of knowledge and one is ready, the architect. Let's use our energy to come together. All right, let me see if okay, so we're getting out of our head space, getting into our heart space. We're being also very cautious. A couple could also be saying, no, you can't come over. I am working with others and, I hear 3 is a crowd. 3 is a crowd. It's a couple who's not talking about how they really feel. It's trying to be strong in at a time where you're learning perhaps about one another. You're revisiting issues from the past that you've never talked about and now you will. Things that made you defensive, now you have to iron this out. If this is a couple, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, together. The stars are aligning for a new start, a new beginning. Let's start over. 3 is the 3rd house, which is your house, Gemini. All right? The 3rd house of maybe it's time to take yourself out of a situation and revisit the perspective of what others are coming at you about, right? Is it work related? Is it forming a business with 3 people? Is it communicating now when at one point I wasn't ready to talk about it, but now I am? Someone might want to talk about it and work together, and the other may be off like, no, I'm not ready. Others may be influencing a relationship right here, or has been influencing a relationship. If someone's waiting for a payout, it's coming within the next 3 months, which would be August, September, October. The payout is from a job. I want to take, and I'm hearing, I want to take one more card on these 2 cards, okay? I want to see what, honestly, I just want to see what the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Oh, there it is. Okay. So here is what's going on. Following the way of spirit, leveling up, for sure. This is the Chariot, right? And what is Archangel Michael is holding the medical sign, which could mean, what is it, caduceus, and it's also the Holy Grail. So, indeed, someone is feeling, because this is the Cancer card, or it's not the Cancer card, right? It is the Cancer card, but it is the Cancer card, but I'm also feeling this is all about not dealing with, someone might have a health scare. That's what I mean. It's the Cancer card, but it's not about dealing with a cancer. It could be someone hears news. God bless you if someone hears news that they're free of cancer. Free. Why? Because the Chariot's reversed. Someone had a cancer scare, not to do anything else but to change one's perspective and live a full life. We're going forward, right? We're going forward where spirit takes us, no doubt. Don't forget, when you don't speak, when you don't think, right? Higher learning, spiritual ascension here, right? And then we have a bond of the Lion's portal opening up so that a couple can level up and talk about their feelings finally. Perhaps they haven't been. Someone wasn't ready to see the light. And also you have the sun and the moon, as well as here, the sun and the moon, right? So spiritual ascension does not come from knowing. It comes from releasing the I. The I is the ID, the id, the identity, and following spirit, the spiritual path where Archangel Michael is showing you the way, right? When you see the feminine, let's just say the feminine and masculine, right, are leveling up, not talking, because that's where we lose ourselves with the words that are not spoken. But we come together with a feeling of knowing. Of knowing. So whichever case this is, and it resonates with you, you're on this, without question, a spiritual path that's taking you, right, to a higher level of higher ground, right? Let's use, and I haven't used the Starseed Oracle in a minute, right? Here's the Starseed Oracle. Let me show you right here. Let's just pick one card because we're leveling up. Some of you are light workers, starseeds, empaths, and or all of the above, right? So let's just pick one card here to go for our higher learning of self. Oh my gosh, perspective. Why should that come as a surprise? But do you see that dot? That's heaven. So we're coming out of a period of not knowing, to a period of knowing, to a period of ascension, leveling up. Oh my gosh, look at that. From dark to light, leveling up. Wow. Our energy is leveling up to the highest learning without needing to, without needing to speak about it. Knowledge, follow me, because this is not coincidence. The knowledge that is not spoken is known. Got it? Perspective says, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. All right? So when you look above at the Lion's Gate, the portal opening on August 8th, when you look to the stars, if you meditate, this is the first thing you see when you meditate. For those who meditate, you see that white light, right? And when you follow that white light without trying, without thinking, without anything, and just allow it to happen, if you've meditated long enough, you'll understand what I'm saying. You will see the light. And you will follow it through. And you will see figures and places. That's if you've been meditating. You understand what I'm saying. Oh, sorry. All right, so this is all about higher learning, leveling up, a couple leveling up, or it's just your masculine and feminine, changing your perspective, moving out of a mindset where you were stuck in one place of thought. Don't forget what I said in the beginning. The thought is where the knowledge lies that ruins your freedom. I digress, not ruins, that does not enable your freedom of higher consciousness. And yes, the answer lies within this reading. I send you much love, and I will see you tomorrow.